You will want to hear this. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us... There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. As you've done a fine job, Cullen. The number of those who seek out, should you continue to it slips my mind.
We have accomplished what we set out to do. That is...
There is much we ought to tend to. You will need to infiltrate the palace. I have attempted to do the same through my... Would that I could undertake the task. What say you, your Majesty? I shall ensure that the daughter... There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to... Of all those who serve the... I refer to Waldar. Many a time as Disa and many a time as the magistrate. Our laws dictate that thus. What say you? Might you... I prepared a means for this mission. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim for some time now. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace, the false sovereign's identity, but may up approaching... What say you, your Majesty? My thanks. Some of the sentries, but once your infiltration... Here, take care. There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other... There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. While examining the palace ledge for some time now, what's more, this cannot be mere... Yet 'tis strange, I dare say. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge, and I am glad to hear it.
I've just recalled a little tip. Bit I heard from the locals.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
Indeed. Tell us, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Good tidings, Frank. As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. You see, I grew so fond of the destination, and that's when I thought... Mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation... Well, friend, what say you? Much obliged, friend. I hope you're as pleased... Suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to.
Getting proper rest is an important...
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go, then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Yes? Is there something I can do for you?
Someone is looking this way. Is there aught about me that caught their eye?
Should my tale entertain you?
I fear I've naught useful to share.
Greetings. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Methinks Roderick. He runs the local armory. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
Do come again.
The road at your neck. Listen, well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when commerce is the domain of clever minds. Much obliged.
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
Let's see. What can we do without?
Best watch yourself.
Here to ask aught of me, are you? Can't say I've any tidings to share.
Can't you see I'm on duty?
Greetings. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Methinks Roderick. He runs the local. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
Always a pleasure.
What are you doing? We've not been given leave to rest yet.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
Greetings. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocation. If there is aught I'm
always a pleasure.
Interested in my wares? Best buy what you need, lest you regret leisure doing business.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
Pawns are forbidden from entering the castle grounds, but we may accompany you to the entrance. Over here, if you please.
Such peace.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the arisen.
think on this?
We might scratch another task off our list while we're here, if we are so inclined.
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
That's it. I've had enough.
Apologies, Master, but you will have to make do without us for the time being.
Always a fresh breeze blowing round here. Can't remember the last time I had a proper meal.
Should I know you from somewhere?
Such peace.
Anywhere it's better than the middle of a crowd.
Do you know how... I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective start. To recuperate my strength.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
What's this? Come to admire my sculpture. Oh, if only my collection were complete. Alas, the sculpture that I can't would wound my... If you're curious, the man's home is
Someone must have the answers we seek. If we ask around, we might just find them.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master.
This party is fit for adventure. Our strengths complement each other well.
So long as we remember to keep to our assigned roles, we shall be a united front in the face of any foe.
True enough.
We've got goblins!
One cannot be too careful.
I grant you roaring flame.
You've been doused in oil! You must steer clear of fire!
A flawless execution.
Would that we might always be so in step, eh? No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early clipping gets the worm, as they say.
I'll put this to use. Dare I say it?
Well done, Master! In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master? That was incredible. Never
Never have I encountered such a strategy.
Unbelievable.
Well done! One of us has been drenched!
Hold fast! You have the strength! Impeccable!
Then I shall remain by your side.
No mercy!
I've an inkling this place will yield a rarity or two.
Well, well, that's quite a discovery. There's ought to be found there. Can you not see it?
We ought to take a closer look. Is that a statue I espy, over yonder?
From this distance, I cannot be sure. We shall have to make our way over to it.
You're trying to piss me off.
Choppers! Seems there's no escaping them.
Not bad, eh? You want something? I'll gut you and feed you your entrails.
Not to keep my wits, when I get my hands on you. Stand and cry, you governor!
You'll not get past me!
That'll teach you.
I expect this would fetch a fair sum at market.
I will protect you. One of us is drenched.
Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Prepare yourself.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my...
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
One path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
I'm sure there's a very good reason for this detour. We must respect our master's wishes.
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours sleep?
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
You have my protection.
Lay down your arms before you hurt yourself.
An impressive diversion. Will I finish them off, Arisen?
A wise strategy.
I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful. I'll craft...
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently. Very well, I shall lend you my aid. You do seem to be in need of it.
Prepare yourself!
Well done, Master.
There's no need to make camp here. We've energy enough to press on for a while yet.
'Tis well to be prepared, but over-preparation will serve us not.
Best not be bothering me for...
Shove off.
Master, I've naught more to say.
You looking for a fight?
Thank you. A token of my appreciation.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? Look there. I espy another statue.
Why don't we go take a look?
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Have enraged our foe.
A reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
First and foremost, the much easier their target when lying prone.
I would not dare attempt such a feat alone. Together, I think we can manage it.
Hang in there, Master. I'm coming to assist. I'll gather this. Choppers, Master!
Ice attacks would only lead to its advantage. We'll have to try something else.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it? Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but one master I served was quite the carefree soul, shunning armor in all its forms.
Now there's a thought.
You there! You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about? There's no business to be had here.
That man just now seemed rather on edge.
You best go else. There's no business to be had here. That's for sure.
Well met, sir.
Is that who I think it is?
How might I be of service?
Aye, I reckon so. Rather more.
Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
We mustn't overspend.
Indeed, you are correct.
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession to craft things for you in my spare time.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
At least I go knowing I fought to the best of my ability.
Let us work together to honor the original.
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use them.
This rumor has been troubling me ever since I first caught wind of it. Apparently, there is an illness we pawns can catch beyond the rift that makes us a danger to ourselves and others.
Hey, how'd he know to expect you? I couldn't tell. Why not ask him yourself?
This isn't the way to our destination. Lead on.
Perhaps they don't bring trouble to...
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed by your intuition, sir. I trust you are enjoying it. If you have any questions, ask away. If aught about our humble village seems strange, for 'tis here that thieves are instructed to begin with. Those who wander into the village, of course, you are, which is to say, is there aught else you care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Naturally, I'm not the only one. You're the second arisen to come to Vermont. In response, she... Oops. I don't misunderstand. Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a particular power. Is there aught else you care to ask? Arthur, you say. I've lived in this village many... Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care, then. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate technique. Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both mis...
I dare say, we could sell this for a fair amount of gold.
Deeper pockets make for shallower troubles, they say.
Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care, then.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? You would know of our village? As you can see, 'tis a simple... Is there aught else I can help you with, sir? Arthur. 'Tis a name unfamiliar to me, I'm afraid. At least, no one by that name lives here, sir. As you like, sir.
This is the inn, of course. Nothing's free in this world.
Glad to be of service, sir.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Is there aught else you care to ask? Arthur, you said. I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've... Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care, then.
What do you presume to gain by this, Arisen?
Oh, you've a sharp eye. Suppose I ought not to have... You wonder how I know? For starters, it isn't just me. The entire village recognizes naught mysterious about it. With our sources... But don't worry yourself. I can't offer you any help, though. Still, I suppose I could give you a bit of advice. If I were you, I'd try doing... I have a hefty wager riding on you, cuz.
All that obscure advice, only to depart with nary a word of explanation. Shall we try doing what she did to us, then? Eyes follow us wherever we go here. 'Tis enough to make one jump if...
'Tis eerie, but we must needs press on.
Is there aught else you care to ask? Arthur, you said. I've lived in this village many a year, but... Is there aught else you care to ask? You're curious what I know? Naturally, I'm not. You're the second in response, she... Oops. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. Those who deal in info... Is there aught else you care to ask? If aught about our humble village, for 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they're to begin with. Those who wander into the village are evaluated for their... Of course, you are no exception. That you stand here now is proof, which is to say, you have my approval. Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care, then.
Wish me to return? At once, Master.
Got something for me?
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Fancy a look at my wares?
What brings you here?
You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong? There's no business to be had here. That's...
If I were to give you... I have a hefty wager riding on you, cuz. Don't let me down, eh?
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Fine place to collect goods.
This is the of course. Nothing's free in this world.
You shan't hear me complain about an early Are we to depart at this hour? I cannot see why we should choose to stumble around in the dark.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
I hope you slept well.
Is there aught else you care to ask? Arthur, I've lived in this village. Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care. Scared the life out of me. I've things to do.
If you're curious, why not ask my lord yourself? You'll find him...
Fancy a look at my wares?
well, but pray do not make me wait over long.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
I've things to...
You made it after all. Guess that means I win.
Dear me.
You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral, but I suppose I can tell you. His real name is Dara. But he's been egged. We had no choice, see? We're men and women. That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our... That all you wanted to ask? For all this, but he failed. Took a match, so the title fell to him. That's when he went off, saying he And what a... Still, we'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says. But we can't have him thinking that he... Methinks he need... Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure you'll be...
You're the one, then? Fie. I'd hoped I'd not be seeing you here.
Thank you, sir.
Just what I was waiting for.
Dear me.
That's quite enough.
Whatever it is, I'll thank you to leave me out of it.
My apologies for the wait. We grew further apart than I'd anticipated.
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
This is the end. Of course. Nothing's free in this world.
Ah, how I... Our adventure continues.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway? I've an inkling this is not our first time here.
How very curious. I wonder what other secrets this place holds. I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Yon statue makes for a fine landmark.
What say we mark it in our minds as a place of interest?
Come on then.
'Tis a glad thing we rested when we did.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
I shall heal you at once. Hold it, you please. I grant your weapon a magical...
Naught compare...
I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering.
I can't imagine we're in need of a campsite just now.
Time spent camping isn't necessarily time wasted.
Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it?
I'll turn you into a pincushion.
I must ask you to refrain from charging off. Teamwork is the crux of our strategy.
Don't be such a worry, Paul. I know what I'm doing.
Our boat has been knocked off balance. Drag it to the ground.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
When enraged, this creature is capable of calamity. We ought not to provoke it.
Then we best fell it quickly, or else wait till its fury subsides.
But methinks there is still a way forward.
All the preparation in the world. What say we get some rest? I'm not sure I could face a trek with my belly so full.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Stricken with sleep. How troublesome.
Me? Caught unawares? I would never be so careless.
I'll turn you into a pincushion.
Where are you hiding?
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
This brute has seen better days. But there's no sense lamenting it. We just have to take the long way round.
Forgive me if I do not jump for joy.
This stale air sets me ill at ease.
We'd best be prepared to make our own light before we proceed.
I am well aware of the particulars. These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
have been chilled. Are you all right?
For a moment I thought I'd met my end. Oh, my thanks to you, Arisen. A hidden path. I suppose there will be monsters lurking beyond it. I've a feeling 'tis best left untravelled. Am I the only one? In truth, I'm unready to part from this place. Might I not be allowed to explore it further?
What if nature is like to invite all manner of misfortunes? A heavy pack, not least among them.
Come to think of it, we're all of differing vocations, aren't we? It is a tad inconvenient that we can't share equipment.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
Very useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
We've got choppers!
Ice attacks would only be to its advantage. We'll have to try something else.
Look there. I espy another statue.
Why don't we go take a look? Would you care to behold a forgotten rift stone, as yet undiscovered in this world? Then follow me. 'Tisn't far.
I will finish this, here and now. I grant you roaring flame.
Very well. I shall lend you my aid. You do seem to be in need of it. If your pack grows over full, simply ask me to sell off your surplus items. I'll have the gold for you in a trice.
Twas a fine journey we shared.
Ah, good. I see the Arisen's found some... Magics are at your disposal! All this ruckus.
Saurians there! Fire won't do much good here. Best try a different task.
If I do say so myself.
Indeed. 'Twas enough to make one pity our foe. thrilling. I did not know I could feel so alive. If we are to break it, it shan't be from this side. Perhaps?
What should I get up to? Ready for the morrow.
Got to press on. There's much needs doing.
If memory serves, there is another place we were to visit, not far from here.
We might kill two birds with one stone, or focus on our current objective. Both choices have merit.
Don't let them get the better of you!
Strike! Now! I'll turn you into a pit for strike or to send it gazing skyward. A moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
Make it quick. I ain't got...
Here, if you please.
welcome to... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Always a pleasure.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's... Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the... But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an... I see. If your majesty is certain that the two are one and the same... Ah, but of course. A clever plan. Furthermore, Tulsa... And all the while... The doubts, a clever ploy indeed. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my...
That thief maester's a capable sort. I'd wager this will make life rather difficult for the Queen Regent.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to... I've been unable to uncover aught. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we work to...